Everybody loves a good chat GPT price prediction, and that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. It's going to be a little less focused on technicals and so on. The AI analysts out there are doing just that. They're analyzing what is going on in the crypto market, and they're making their predictions. Predictions are just that, guys. They're predictions. Nobody knows what happens tomorrow. So let's see what they're saying, and if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. And I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I don't know what time you guys are watching this video, but hopefully you've already had Thanksgiving dinner. Hopefully, you're feeling fat, you're laying on the couch, or maybe watching some football or whatever you guys like to do. Or hey, maybe you're planning your Black Friday shopping map out with the family and you're getting ready to go score some deals. Whatever it is, I want to say that I am extremely grateful for every single one of you. And dude, it almost makes you a little bit emotional. YouTube has been insane in 2025, right? I got demonetized. I don't even know if I got paid for May. I got demonetized in May. Haven't made a single dollar off YouTube. Maybe since April. I didn't even look, right? But once you get demonetized, they withhold your earnings, so they don't even pay you, and that happened in May, so I might not even gotten paid for May. So it's been very difficult, right? But there's literally thousands of you that are watching this channel. Hundreds of thousands of people watch the other channel, and I will be able to post there shortly. But my gosh, dude. Maybe some of you guys I have met personally, but the vast majority, I've never seen you. But you care enough to watch these videos. You care enough to leave some nice comments. And dang it, man, I am grateful for every single one of you that literally just watches these channels, man, and supports what I do. It is absolutely phenomenal. Despite all of the hardships that YouTube puts you through and the uncertainties and all of that, thank you. I am truly grateful for so many people around the world that simply want to watch this. You're amazing, guys. You truly are. And I hope that you had an amazing day with your family and friends. Now, ChatGPT, before we get into that, after I say thankful, YouTube has changed their cryptocurrency policy, and they're really cracking down. So with that, what is permitted? General discussions, educational content, news, and discussions about cryptocurrency. That's all that this video is. Okay, we're going to discuss a little bit of about price predictions on Shiba Inu coin, talk about some excitement, all of that stuff, but it is in no way a recommendation, a promise, a promotion, a suggestion, or anything that you do with crypto. It's simply to allow you to know what is going on in these cryptocurrency communities, in the general market, and so on, so that, of course, you can make your own informed decisions. And I always want to apologize after these disclaimers because I feel like I'm insulting your intelligence. You guys are old enough, you're grown adults, you can make your own decisions and all of that, but YouTube doesn't think that you can. So I feel bad saying it, but I have to say it because of the way they're cracking down. Now, before we jump back into Shiba Inu coin, I want to say that one of the tokens I've been diversifying into lately is Bitcoin Hyper. This is one of the hottest selling ICOs of 2025, and I'm very excited about it because it is building a layer 2 blockchain for Bitcoin. Now, I'm going to go through it in a second here, but there's only one day until the next price increase, and they've already raised $28.5 million. Guys, it's incredible, right? The entire market is shrouded in fear right now. We're sitting at a level of 15 extreme fear. We just bounced off a level of 10 extreme fear, yet people are still willing to buy this coin. Why? I believe it's because it's a layer 2 blockchain for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the largest cryptocurrency in the entire world. It is very exciting. People love it. And of course, these guys are doing very well on X as well. They've built a community of 16,300 people so far. And how the layer 2 is going to work is going to be simple. You're going to bridge over from Bitcoin to Bitcoin Hyper. You're going to be able to transact when you're instant finality on the L2. And then settlements, utilizing zero-knowledge proofs, it sends that info back to Bitcoin where it's validated on the blockchain. And finally, when you're ready to withdraw, you simply initiate the request, and your Bitcoin are sent back to your Bitcoin Layer 1 wallet. Now, you can go in and do all of the research you want. Do not take my buying something as a recommendation that you should buy something. Do your own research, understand what's going on. But my goodness, if we're really able to bounce off of a market bottom and people finally get excited once again, we could see some very nice gains. Now, ChatGPT has just released price forecasts for 3 highly tracked cryptos: XRP, Pi Coin, and Shiba Inu coin. With potential explosions, unexpected stagnation, and total surprises, the AI projections are stirring debate among investors. Discover which cryptos could truly outperform by the end of 2025, according to the world's most widely used AI. Now, XRP, right? XRP between a collapse to $1 and a surge to $10. It says, and I'm not going to spend too much time on these other tokens, extremely wide range depending on the macroeconomic and regulatory conditions that will unfold in December. In its bearish scenario, it says it could fall to $1. This would represent a 50% correction from the current price. But of course, it also says, in its most bullish, if institutional inflows intensify, $10 is the price target. Now, at the current rate, guys, I don't expect XRP to rise to $10, but I do expect a Santa Claus rally. I expect some positivity and some of the catalysts that we're going to be seeing towards the end of the year: interest rate decisions, Federal Reserve press conferences, and of course, just end of year bliss with that Santa Claus rally that sometimes makes its way into the market. Pi Network and Shiba Inu coin says for Pi, currently valued at 23 cents, it expects to drop, the most pessimistic scenario, 90% decline to 2 cents. Highly doubt we're going to see that, guys. And the most optimistic level, $4. I truly highly doubt we're going to see $4 too. So this is an extremely bullish and extremely bearish case scenario for Pi coin. Unfortunately, I do not know all of the catalysts that affect Pi coin. I don't follow it as much as a lot of other people do, so you're probably going to find some better analysis elsewhere when it comes to Pi coin. However, we've got our thumb on the pulse of Shiba Inu coin here, so let's see. Shiba Inu coin, for its part, benefits from less volatile projection, but equally intriguing. Currently at 830 points per coin, and that's basically exactly where it's at right now, 844 points per coin. It says the Shiba Inu coin could stagnate or rise slightly to 1,200 points per coin. Now, in its worst case scenario, according to ChatGPT, the optimistic case points to a range of 5,000 to 9,000 points per coin. Guys, its worst case scenario is a rise to 1,200 points per coin. Its best case scenario is a new all-time high, okay, which would represent about an 11x increase from the current price. Token has gained 2% over the last 24 hours, slightly outperforming Dogecoin. Shiba Inu coin's technical evaluation remains to be monitored, and the bullish flag pattern from earlier this year has not yet broken upward. Shiba Inu coin has been in a very negative price trend over the course of 2025. Do I expect all-time highs? Personally, no. But some things that could push it to an all-time high. Sentiment. And that's the only thing that's going to make Shiba Inu coin rise in value. If we get extreme greed to return to the market, we could absolutely see Shiba Inu coin rise in value. It is extremely speculative in nature, and with that, highly volatile based on emotion. Now, when we go back to the end of 2024, we could see that we were in extreme greed, and Shiba Inu coin did very well to go to 3,300 points per coin. Back in March of 2024, Shiba Inu coin rose 5x in a very short period of time based on extreme greed. Now, do I expect Shiba Inu coin to rip up? Not without a catalyst. But you can see when it does rally, it's just a matter of days. This is a 1-week period and a 5x gain. Go back to 2021, right? This was about a 1-month period, but a 10, almost 20x gain. So it is possible for Shiba Inu coin to see some explosive price action. But all of these periods of extreme gains came with extreme greed. And right now, we're sitting at extreme fear. So it is going to be heavily volatile and dependent based on this emotion in the market. I want to know what you guys think. I think we can get back to extreme greed. We got to get out of this fear, but I think we can get back to extreme greed by the end of the year. What do you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.